YouTube is a goldmine. Millions of videos, titles, thumbnails, and trends hiding in plain sight. And if you know how to tap into that data, you can generate content ideas backed by what's already getting clicks. So, instead of procrastinating for days, trying to come up with another video idea, I built an AI automation that scrapes YouTube's data and hands me a list of 30 high-performing content ideas. And not just the titles. I get the concept, with a thumbnail description to spark visual ideas, an outline of key talking points to kickstart my video script, and a trend justification so I know why it's relevant. And sure, you could just ask ChatGPT to come up with some video ideas, but let's be real, it's just making things up. GPT doesn't pull data from actual YouTube results, so how would it know what's performing in your niche right now? The system I've built does. It fetches real YouTube results, finds what's working, and turns it into high potential video ideas, all while having up-to-date information to justify its suggestions. It's built on n8n, uses a nearly free scraping API, and the latest GPT 4.1 mini model from OpenAI, which is great for this use case, since it's cheap and has a huge token limit. And the best part, you build it once and reuse it forever without needing any expensive subscriptions. Alright, before we dive into the step-by-step build of this content idea generator, I have something for you to make this super easy. I've uploaded the JSON workflow file and the setup documentation of this automation to my drive, which you can simply download and import into your own n8n workflow. Just look for the link down in the description, where I'll also share my previous and upcoming AI agents and automations with you, completely free. Alright, now let me show you how this YouTube content idea generator works, and what you will have to configure to make it work for you, which are only a couple of super easy steps where you'll need to copy and paste a few API keys. Okay, the automation starts with a simple chat message trigger. You could also hook it up to other interfaces like Telegram or Slack if you want to get fancier later. For now, just hit open chat and give it a few keywords related to your niche or content you want to make. I'll test it with n8n AI automation and maybe I'll get a few interesting ideas for my next videos. After sending our message, it hits a run configs node to set our scraping request for the most viewed videos per year, month and week, and the number of results we want for each. Then we have a split out node that takes our 3 requests set by the run configs and outputs them one by one, so we can trigger multiple scraping runs with Apify, which happens next in this HTTP node, where we send our request to Apify to start a YouTube scraper using this URL. To get this running, you need to first create an Apify account. It's a platform that gives you access to all sorts of scrapers, with $5 worth of free credits per month, which is more than enough for our use case. I'm running a YouTube scraper for this demo, but you could also choose scrapers for all sorts of social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, or X. Okay, once you're logged in, navigate to Settings and select API and Integrations, and copy your API key. Then head back to n8n. For authentication, have generic credential type selected. Use header auth, and for your credential, the name will be authorization, and for the value, type bearer, dash, and paste in your API key. Here in the body, you can see all the parameters for the Apify actor, like the date filter, our max results, and the keywords we've sent over the chat box. Then we have a wait node to give our Apify actor time to scrape all the data. I chose 90 seconds to be on the safe side for the 50 items getting scraped. After the wait's over, we have another HTTP node to fetch our scraped data from Apify. Here, in the URL, we specify the correct data set we want to get, which is defined by the run ID from the earlier actor's run request. And make sure the credentials are configured like before. Next up is the thumbnail analysis. We need this step because our main AI that comes up with the video ideas can only process text, but it can't see images. And since thumbnails are an important factor for getting clicks, we don't want to ignore them. So I've set up this node where we use GPT 4.0 mini to look at each thumbnail for us, which gets fed in with the scraped thumbnails URL. And we have a simple prompt for the image analysis. To make this work for you, just paste in your OpenAI's API key right here after bearer. After we get our thumbnails description, we combine all our data in this merge node. And down here, we'll save all our scraped data in a Google Sheet. Here you can see the 50 results that we got from our YouTube scraper. And here we have all the thumbnail descriptions that GPT 4.0 mini made for us. After our data gets merged, I set up a code node that passes along the most important items in one single array. We have the keywords from our chat query, the video's titles, the thumbnail descriptions, views, subscribers, and the upload date. Now we get to the brain of our operation. It takes the combined data and uses GPT 4.1 mini to generate the video ideas. I set the timeout to 3 minutes just to be sure that the GPT has enough time to think and output valuable suggestions before getting timed out. And here you can see how the prompts are set up. In the user message, we provide our query and the YouTube data. And this stringify is used to reliably convert our array of video data objects into a structured JSON string that the LLM can easily understand. The system prompt gives GPT its instructions, like the trend spotting part and its task to generate 30 valuable video ideas. The part you should adapt to make the output even better tailored to your channel's goals is right here, where I just put something generic: lead generation and community growth. Okay, now usually you would see an output parser hooked up as a subnode to the LLM chain to get a structured response. But since the LLM has to generate 30 ideas with 5 columns each, the output parser struggles to consistently format all the data. So we have another code node that acts as a far more robust alternative. The code node gets all the video ideas as a big chunk of text and turns it into a neatly organized list. After that, the split out node takes that list and basically deals out each video idea one by one. So we can finally upload everything in our Google Sheet, which we have right here. We get a title, the concept behind the idea, an outline of the thumbnail, key talking points, and the trend justification. And scrolling through this list, I'm already spotting a few strong suggestions that I could definitely turn into upcoming content. The quality and relevance here are just so much better and more up to date than if you were just to ask ChatGPT for video ideas. Like here, it suggested MCP in a content idea, a fairly new technology that GPT by itself wouldn't have known about. Okay, now we've got a powerful tool to create endless data-backed YouTube video ideas to help you discover your next big hit. And if you're wondering about the costs of running this automation, Apify is basically free. Analyzing the 50 thumbnails with GPT 4.0 mini and generating the 30 content ideas with GPT 4.1 mini only cost 29 cents. So you could be getting 1,000 actionable content ideas for less than $10. If this video was helpful, please smash like and subscribe for more automation builds like this one. Don't forget to look in the description for the file of this idea generator and future automation templates. Drop a comment below if any questions come up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.